Welcome to my channel again. This is Jamaica Prince. You're watching Jamaica Prince TV 777 TV. Jamaica Prince 777 TV. Now, I'm going to talk about something that are very important in growing up your children and the family together to be a strong family. When you're building a family, you must be building an empire. And that is wherein you must build a strong foundation, a strong mind, a strong people who decided, you know, you decide then how you want your family to turn out to in the end. Now, the thing about it is that, like, many people did not they did not plan out their family. They did not plan how to raise up their children and how to make a strong f- foundation. Because what really happened is that many people today, they just move off, you know, they just they're almost moving off nothing. They just get up and do things, and you know, expect things will just fall in place. Like, they say what's happened today happen, and what's happened tomorrow happen tomorrow. But the thing about it is that it's like you have to have plan, because automatically in life, if you don't have plan, it's like you becomes like a ship without a sail. But the thing about it is that we we must always plan our life and plan for tomorrow, plan for the future, plan for our children, and what what we don't know, and a lot of people don't realize that you see, your children are not your friend. Your children are your children, and you have to grow them up and make them realize that they are your children. They are not your friend, right? Some people put the children before their partner, but especially their husband or wives. You understand? They put the children before, when in fact and in truth, your children will not be with you until you hold in old age. They will married off, and they will go on to make another family somewhere else. So where does that leave you? That's gonna leave you and your partner to continue for the rest of your life until one part from the other by death or such, right? Now you're going to have your husband to look after you and your wife to look after you. So if you're going to say, then, all right, all that I have is just for me and my children, or for my children, you're going to spend your life working for those children all the day of your life, and you're going to be like a slave. You're going to enslave yourself for those kids, because you know why? And you're spoiling those kids, because first thing first, you have to grow children. Nature teaches wisdom, and when you look in nature, you realize that, for instance, use the analogy of a bird, how it works. The bird build a nest, yeah. The bird, after building the nest a couple of days, what the bird do? The bird lay an egg in the bird lay an egg in the nest, right? Now the bird sit on that egg for days until the the egg hatch and have baby trick. After the baby trick born, what happened? The mother continued to go and find worms, and come and feed the baby. Continue feeding the baby, continue feeding the baby for days until the baby start to grow some feather, right? Now, the mother does not take out the baby at the same time the baby grow feather. But what the mother do is allow the baby to grow feather, properly feather, right? Whenever time the mother see that the baby grow proper feather and wing feather also, the mother take the little trick out in her mouth. She bring the little chick up in the ear, let go of the little chick. The little chick fly, and if the little chick does not fly properly and fell on the floor, what the mother do is pick up that little chick, put back in the nest. She know exactly that the little chick does not ready to fly, does not have that strength to fly as yet, are not fully mature to fly. So what the mother do? The mother allow the little chick to continue in the nest, feed the little chick. A few days later, what the mother do? The mother go take the little chick again, bring the little chick in the ear, let go the little chick. The little chick fell. The little chick fell flying, keep flying, keep flying. What the mother do? The mother leave the little chick. The little chick continue flying, feeding for itself, fending for itself, and continue in nature. Now, nature teaches wisdom, as I tell you before. Now, take that analogy, how life work, right? And realize that when we have our kids, we have to understand that they're gonna grow up to be big men and women, right? They're gonna have their own lives to live. Now they're gonna have to fetch for themselves. They're gonna make things for themselves, make it in life for themselves, and so forth. So it's your duty as the parents to see that they nurture properly, train them up, teach them the right thing, and show them the way, right? Feed them, so to it that they are well fed, and look after them so till they reach the age of maturity. Now, when they reach the age of maturity, that's the time for them to be on their own, to do their own thing. So what you have to do, you have to groom them by teach them how to work, teach them how to go out, work, how to save, right? And sorry, and save with a plan, right? To have their own house, or you know, to open their own business, to achieve out of life and achieve things for themselves, especially poor people on a whole. Some of us was so some of us as poor people, we spoil our children, we work for them all years of them life, and also even when they're 35 and 40, we still want to have them around as if we're buying them love. And what are we teaching these children? We are teaching them how to be lazy and how not to fetch for themselves, how not to be independent, and how to be dependent, and so forth. And later on in life, we start to cry out how much the children them lazy and all sort of things, when we are in truth and in fact, we are the one that make them lazy, because we teach them how to be lazy, because we work for them. We work for them. No, God never designed life to be like that. You understand? Because if you check it, our grandparents before our parents, them do things different. And our parents, them also, they do things different. So why would we come now to try to to change things in a sense where our children would be lazy and can't do nothing to help themselves. That doesn't make no sense. You understand? So all we do is destroying our youth them and destroying the society, because when they becomes lazy and dependent, they're gonna do bad things and they're gonna go into corruption and do all sort of thing to get easy money. Because why? Because we allow them to be lazy. You understand? So we have to teach our children, because at the end of the day, when you take it out, your children not gonna be sorry for you. Them not gonna sorry for you, because you grow them up not for sorry for you, because you should be growing them and teaching them to start to help you with them, um provide for them during when they reach a certain age. You understand? They're supposed to start to work to and try. You show them that you need to help pay a little bill in the house. Like, you have to train them how to be responsibly. You understand? To be responsible people. You understand? Because if they don't becomes responsible for something, they don't understand nothing about responsibility. You understand? So they're gonna be free and idle, right? So you have to teach them, oh, look, I have it hard, it's tough, I am poor, and I bring you up and so forth. I'm gonna teach you how to be responsibly and how to be a strong person, how to be an independent person. You understand? So right there and then you have to start to train them, show them, let them respond to something in the house. Let them start to know that this bill in the house, you're gonna pay this bill once you live with me and you come of age, you're working. So they don't have to pay the big major bill in the house, but at least if you make them help pay the light bill or the water, or you give them something that they have to respond for. You understand? But if you're gonna shoulder the burden and you're poor. Because the thing about it, the rich man does not do what the poor man do. The rich man start to let him bring up him children them, and he make them go good school, and at the same time he teach them how to open their own business. You understand? Even if him give them a start for open them business, them have to open them own business and start work for themselves and start to achieve building their own empire. You understand? So because of that, you find out so the Chinaman or the white man or the rich guy, what they do, they build and their children come and build something else again on that which they build, you understand, or start something else on the side wherein that they have another wealth that they made. You understand? So everyone come and they make their own wealth. You understand? Well, poor people don't do that. What the poor people do is breed more poverty by, be the slave for your children continuously until they reach 40. They don't know how to work. They don't know how to do nothing and to help themselves, because you spoil them. You spoil them. And sometimes when some of them get high and go mix up in corruption, you are the same one that's saying, oh, you teach the boy or you teach the girl well, and you grow them up properly. You don't know why they turn to crime, why they turn to this, why they turn to that. But at the same time, who is to be blamed? You are the one to be blamed, because you did not grow them up right. Because common sense can tell you that you whatsoever you make in life or you achieve, that is for you, right? Especially when you grow up in age, you're supposed to making way making way for your old age. Because think about it, when you reach over a certain age, you're not gonna get employed by any workplace or anybody gonna employ you in any company or so forth. That's where it's very weird. So what's this gonna happen? You're gonna suffer if you don't have certain things, and you can't just say you are work and your pension will look after you later, because your pension will not enough to look after you in the way or you would want to look after and so forth. You understand? Because cost of living and inflation go up every day, and you pay our pension does not go up like that. So, in other words, you will depending on your pension, and your pension don't look after you the way or you want to be looked after, and you get strafted in the end because why? You see, when a house does not build under a solid foundation, it entail it entail to fall. You understand? It will fall. You understand? So when you start something bad, you'll end up bad. So the best thing to do at all time is get things right from the beginning. You understand? Get things right from the start. So life is what you make it. So if you make life a certain way, that's how it's gonna end up. So the thing about it, I'm encouraging you. Don't not get up and just thinking about like you know, I have my children and I'm just gonna work for my children, just working for my children. You have to work for you as well. You have to think about you as well. You understand? Because many people back then would say their children is gonna becomes them pension, them old age pension. And what? A lot of them live and get whole in life and their children never pay them no mind. Even sometimes they spend money, so much money, and send them to high school, to college, university, and they spend out everything they had on them, and yet still they still don't look back. They don't look back. You understand? So sometimes you see some old people out there and they are suffering, and you are wondering if they don't have anybody or they don't have no people, no family, or so forth. This, when you check it out, sometimes these people have even 12 kids, some of them have 10 kids. You understand? Right? You name it. But none turn back to say thank you. None turn back to pay any gratitude back or any kindness back to their parents. Because we live in a time that is very awful and dangerous. People are is very wicked and desperately wicked. So you have to know that. So if you don't know that and realize the kind of world that you're living in other words, you will just live and get drafted in the end. You understand? So you have to think positive, think right, think before you do things, and always try to get things right at the start. You understand? Always think positive. Don't think about all that I have is for my children. Those are for after you gone. Whatsoever you have, you leave it in a will for your children, right? You leave it for them after you're finished on earth. They get it. But once you're alive, you know, it's for you and it's to look after you, right? Remember how kingship work. A prince cannot be a king unless the father die. When the father pass, that's when the prince rise to be a king. You understand? And his son would never be a king while he's alive. He will always be a prince. But when the father die, that legacy of a kingship will go down or pass down to his son, right? A queen will never be a queen until the mother queen has passed. She will always be a princess until the mother queen has gone. The mother queen have to die first, and then they have the queen who is the heir to the throne come after the one that passed. You understand? So you have to understand in Jamaica they have a terms that they say two bull can reign in one pen. So at the same time, you can't have equalize this equality between you and your children. You understand? Like with your wealth or whatsoever you have. The common sense show you have these things are yours and to look after you. You look after them when they are small, right up till they reach the age of college or university. And at the same time, when you are poor, you alone cannot do it. So at the end of the day, what you have to do when they reach a certain age and to go to university, you can, as a poor person, and you don't have it like that, you have to make them do some, even a small job to help out some way along the line. You understand? Because if you have to even pay a part of them tuition, you have to understand that they need to pay a part as well. Because they are not kid anymore. Once they pass over 18, they are adult. They are adult. You understand? So certain things that the rich man able to do, the poor man cannot do it. The poor man cannot do. Sometimes we try to compare ourselves to others, to do some things that we cannot manage to do them, or we can start it but we can't finish it, or if we start it and finish it, it break us down, right, and make we becomes broke, poor, no have nothing. You understand? Sometimes we run those risks and say that we are running it for our children when there was alternative were there, and we did not use that alternative, because at the end of the day we are telling the children that, oh, as if we response for them all the day of them life. No, you response for your kid until they reach age of maturity. You understand? And your job is to train up your child in the right way, show them the way to go. And one part of that, or one aspect of that, is about training them how to be strong man and woman for tomorrow, how to be independent, how to be self-reliant. You understand? Because if you teach them all the time to depend on you, that's what they're gonna do. And if you're not around, they're gonna depend on somebody else. You understand? And people who like to depend on somebody else, then later they will become like a parasite. You understand? They will become like a parasite. So you don't allow your kids to fall into such trap in life. Or you becomes a victim later, a victim of circumstances. So do not put yourself in such position. Be wise and don't be foolish, because the foolish mistake that you make today, you're going to have to live in it for tomorrow. So don't make foolish mistake. Make wise decision, conscious decision. Think before you do. You understand? And always do it right. Get it right from the beginning, from the very start. You understand? You have to teach your children to the get-go. You understand? How to get go and get it going. You can't teach your children how to rely on you. You understand? You understand? Some of us, we don't even make with children do stuff in the house. As they start to murmur about how they're tired or they can't do this or they can't do that, we just leave it. We just leave them and do it ourselves, which is wrong. Those things are wrong. We're supposed to see to it that they do it. They do it, right? And you have to always teach them a lesson. You understand? I'm not saying that you should be abusive to your children, because I don't believe in that, right? But you have to find ways how to discipline them. You understand? In a good way, in a good manner that you can satisfy with yourself and you don't have to get yourself in any trouble. You understand? Right? You have to learn how to deal with them, how to bring them up. You understand? In the rightful way, in the rightful order. You understand? So don't spoil your children because you're destroying them and you will be destroying the society and later you will live to regret it. Don't live to regret things. Don't live to regret things. Do what you should do and with no regret later. No regret because regret always be the things that you should do, you did not. And you regret it at the end and say, I should have done that. I should have done that. But you did not. Because why? You did not think properly, right? And you did not take the chance of doing things and getting it right. So you have to take that chance in getting things right. Get the things done accordingly, as according to how it should done, and done it in the right way, in the right aspect. You understand? Be a motivator to your kid. Motivate them. Build them. Don't destroy them. When you grow your children to be lazy, you are destroying them. And you are destroying their future. You're destroying their children's future, which is your grandchildren. You are destroying their future as well, because the thing about it, when you not do get it right, when you did not get it right and do it right, and you spoil the children, your children, in other words, you're teaching them how to spoil the next generation after them. Children live what they learn. And when you teach them a certain way, that's what they are learning. And when they learn that which you teach them, that's what they know. And what they know, that's what they're gonna impart to their children and to others as well. Because it's what they know, that's what they can teach. But because you cannot teach what you don't know. So it's what you know you have to teach. You understand? I'm a father of 4 children. At the same times, I grow the 3 first on my own, and I teach them well, and they are standing on their feet. They are helping themselves. They don't rely on no one because they did not grow to rely on anybody. They grow and learn self-reliance. They grow, they learn how to be independent, right? They know not to be depending on anybody. I alone grow them, right? So I teach them all the ropes of life, how to achieve, how to make it, how to do things. I teach them how to cook, how to wash their own clothes and make it clean, right? How to cook a good meal, how to clean their environment, their home, and do a thing, and how to have a good education as well, right? I teach them all of that. Let them have education, right? I teach them how to read and write from small, because that is very important to read and write, so that at least that will take them, that help them, take them through life. Because when you can read and write, that means you can study. And when you can study, you will able to become educated of things. Because when you can read, you can research, right? And you can get, you're able to gain more knowledge, because reading and writing empower the mind. Empower the mind. You understand? So I teach them how to empower themselves, and how to become great man and woman and great steward of the land. So I don't grow up my children in a sense that they're gonna be people to be parasite, or to, becomes worthless in life. But I teach them how to be self-reliant, and how to build themselves, and how to be strong. So this is my message to you. Like, share, and subscribe my video. Jamaica Prince 777 TV. That's 37. You understand? So give me comments on my video. Tell me what you think, and like, share, and subscribe. Love you, my people, always. Jamaica Prince. My name is Ralston Gabidon. You can reach out to me, and my YouTube. Love you. Bless.